You ever been to a fat concert where like the whole point of the concert is being fat and not only accepting that you're fat, but promoting fatness? And this is not a not a dig against people that are overweight, because I have a lot of friends that are overweight. I myself, I don't even consider myself the weight that I would like to be at. And that's fine. And it's okay with accepting who you are right now, but this is not that. Yeah, so that is an interesting way of looking at things. Not to get into another big discussion about what should be from a mindset standpoint. Look, I'm not, again, here to bash people that have put on a couple pounds. I myself am not probably the ideal weight that I would like to be personally. And that's fine. But to celebrate the idea that we're just going to participate in objectively unhealthy, from a food standpoint, but also a mental standpoint, objectively unhealthy practices, and that's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. The idea that being conscious of your health, that's all a lie. In college, I still have this mindset for the most part, but I always thought that everybody should be, if they weren't, should be on the constant climb to improve. In other words, you should never be settled with who you are. I think you should always be learning. You should always be trying new things. You should always be attempting to get better. I think that's, I'm a religious person, but I think doing nothing and being sedentary, not necessarily just in physical activity, but mentally, I think is kind of an affront to the creator that created you to be all that you can be. And so I think it's almost a slap in the face to your parents, God, your lineage, to not try to be consistently improving. And I still think that. But in college, I was much more unforgiving of that. And my wife, we would have discussions. If we fought at all in college, it was about this sort of thing. But my wife was like, well, you do have to leave room for being okay with what you are right now. And, we butted heads on that for a while. I've since kind of come around to her side more. But still, not without this, okay, you should still be on the climb. It's okay to be satisfied with who you are right now, and at the same time, continue on in the incline. And I only say that in light of this video, because what I don't want to come off as is, well, if you're not exactly this, let's just say this from a physical appearance standpoint and just a weight gain standpoint, if you're not this, you should be miserable and horrible and bad. Okay, no, not true. It is possible to have self-confidence. It is possible to be okay with where you are at now, if and only if there still is an upward trajectory, a plan to improve. What this is, though, is the complete ignorance of the fact that what is objectively not good for a person is in fact good. That's where things go off the rails for me. If you want to write a song about, hey, we're all trying to improve, somewhat trying to improve together, but I'm trying to improve as an individual, but I'm also okay with where I'm at now, fine. I'm cool with that. I think everybody's okay with that. But if you're saying the objective bad thing is good, okay, now that's just a lie. And, obesity rates and heart disease and their correlation with each other, that's not just made up. And I think I say all that is to say, because I care about these people, I think. They're people, so yeah, I de facto care about them. And if somebody is doing a thing that is objectively bad for them, is it not our responsibility to say something? And maybe it's not always going to be effective if you're kind of just bashing somebody with shame. But at the same time, shame is a good thing. Shame alters behavior. I don't know. It's a tough one. The only thing that I think I can really say here is that if what you're saying is good is objectively bad, and there is a complete reversal of reality, that's not only going to affect you negatively in a consumption scenario, it'll affect you in a lot of other ways too. And so that's why this thing is not good. I hope all of them kind of reverse course here and, I don't know, maybe find it within themselves to want to improve, to better themselves.